Right, well hello again. So I'm just in the same woods as I will be for the, well I don't know, I might if it doesn't yield anything I might try something else, but I'm not going to try and approach the shaman tree today. In case you haven't watched any of the videos, I'm with a tribe of pixies called the Scalvers, and they live sort of that way in this woods, the territory, and the shaman of the tribe lives in a tree, and that's what I'm trying to approach, but I need to do it without them. I don't want them falling out with me and thinking I'm some sort of evil, demon or something. So they don't like you approaching the shaman. So I won't be doing that today anyway. I'm just going to go up there and see what I can see. So it's late in the day. I'm going to crack on. So I'm inside, I think I'm inside their territory. Now I've been walking far enough, so I've been doing the and the louder sounds, trying to attract them, that's why. So I want to get them used to me, not so I can go barge past them to the shaman tree. I just want to, it's always good to form good relations with them. And they seemed friendly last time, so anyway, I'll carry on up here. Now this is a good example of what's known as tree quarrying. Quarrying is, rock quarrying is obviously quite different, but essentially it's the same thing. But here we're looking for bits of flakes of tree. Now when the tree starts to rot, there's a stage, this has probably gone too far now, but they've taken what they need from here. These make perfect little tiles. They're dried out in the sun and coated to stop the rot and make them waterproof. And they'll gather these. They're quite easy to take off, little chunks. Just pick it. I mean, they're very loose. They're not normally as loose as this when they're, this has gone probably too far down the rotting stage. But tree quarrying. So yeah, used for building material. I was trying to see if there was any signs of, I mean there are some nutshells around, things like that, but there's nothing obvious. But it's within their territory, so certainly they would have spotted this, and it looks like it's been, a lot's been taken off. So yeah. So I should have really come out earlier on, because it's starting to get towards the end of the day, and in the winter you don't get as long. I much prefer doing this in the summer, because you can keep going until in the evening. So, but I haven't seen anything significant. I don't know if I'm in, just stay there, there's trees in the branches in the way. I'll keep going, hopefully find one of them. Keep doing my calls. Right, I don't know if you can see that little hole there. I don't want to make too much noise because I don't want to frighten him. Sometimes these have underground networks where he could escape, but if he's trapped in there, I'll keep the camera rolling for a bit and see if he pops out. Yeah. So okay, I think he's probably just trapped in there. So I'll let him get away. I don't want to. Again, I'm trying to forge good relations with them, so I'll turn the camera off and we'll go. It's heading to, I mean, there's still probably an hour and a half of daylight, but it's when it starts getting towards twilight, that's when you get badgers and things, predators for them coming out, and they associate anything around with being a danger to them. So I don't want to be here. I should have, actually what I was thinking is I should have brought some peanuts along, because they're relatively healthy for them, and they like them. Not as much as flying saucers, but they're a lot better for them. So I might do that next time I come along, if I remember to. Always good to forge, they remember faces, so that's it's always worth forging good you know, good fond memories of me. It makes it easier for me to get closer when I want to, you know, see settlements and things like that. It takes a while to build up the trust. So you probably noticed that it's a different day. It's morning now. I haven't been here all night. In fact, it's 12 days later from the last video, and I've had COVID in the interim, which was not fun. But it was all right. I wasn't too bad ill from it. But I'm getting better. Well, I am better, but I've still got a cough. I'm not positive anymore about it. I mean, I'm positive about the fact that I'm getting better. I'm not. I haven't got you know, the test is negative. Anyway, you know what I mean. I'm going to carry on because I don't want to keep the video. It's halfway through a video. I remember this isn't an intro, so right. So I'm back at the spot. I first saw them where this flying, well, they fixed it as well. They've fixed up their little flying saucer, which I think is a lure. Either a lure or they're asking for more flying saucers from me. Well, I haven't got any, but I did bring some nuts this time. I think I might have mentioned that in the last video. Well, it'll be in this video. Bought some, but unfortunately I couldn't find plain nuts, so I've only got dry roasted. I don't know if they'll recognise those. Anyway, I'll wait here and see, because this is where they turned up last time. I don't want to touch that in case it pops off again. Can't see them at the moment. Right, well, I'm well within their territory. The that COVID thing has really quite taken it out of me. So I'm negative now, so I'm not contagious. Tom was asking if they can catch it. I have no idea, but I'm not contagious now anyway. So, so anyway, I'm gonna put my nuts down and see if that attracts them. The dry roasted ones. See if that attracts the. They can smell things like that. They're very sensitive in smelling things. So I need a bit of a break as well. So I'm not keen on this walking around today. I've backtracked a bit because I saw one behind me and I was expecting it to be further up there, but I saw one come from behind, so I'm just keeping my eyes peeled. I should actually keep the camera with me because, well, I think it's quite a good area around here. So I'll get the nuts out and I'll settle down somewhere around here. Right, so I've got some nuts. That's unfortunately dry roasted is all they had in the petrol station. So I think they'll be all right. I mean, they smell all right. They smell just like nuts. So I'll find somewhere. I'll stay here, and I'll put them. I'll put them all around, but I'll put them sort of mainly up, and they'll be able to spot these. Remember, for a pixie, they're about the size of a mango each. No, not probably that big, but I mean, you know, they're a handful. They're not small. So I'll get the camera down here, and then I'll find somewhere to put them. So I'm just going to go round, and on prominent mounds I'll just put 4 or 5, and they're quite bright, so hopefully they'll spot those, and also I can smell it from here, so hopefully that'll attract them. I'm eating some. because there's a stronger smell coming out of my breath than just leaving them on the... Did I put some on there? No, I didn't. Also, I'm hungry, so I'm just going to wait now. Been doing that. I think I saw something up there, but I'm not sure. I'll get the camera out. Oh, I can see him. Yep, he's up there. Right, I think it's the same one. Hold on. So I got a few shots. This I think is the first chap that I saw. Sort of hiding there. And this is a different one now. He seemed to be quite suspicious of them and was brushing off the... I don't think he recognised the fact that they had, you know, the dry roasted coating. Seemed quite suspicious of. They're quite hard to... Oh, there's another one there behind that little mound. They sort of pop up and then run behind the... When they're moving around, they tend to sort of go down behind the leaves. So it's quite hard to and they look quite similar, so it's quite hard to know how many there actually were. Oh, now that's a beating stick that they knock against the wood. That's what alerted me when I turned around to him. I'm just pointing the camera at me because when I'm tracking it around with them, I think they get a bit intimidated by it. So I'm sort of pointing it at me. I don't really have much to say, but I just want them to show that this isn't some sort of weapon. Hold on, I'll try and get... There's a shot of one down there. I'll just try and get... If I can get focus. I think this was the chap with the beating stick, although I can't see the stick in this shot, so he might have put it down somewhere. But it was the same area, and I'm pretty sure there weren't any nuts on this bit, so I don't know what he's examining there. So it only just occurred to me that they're not wearing their winter furs anymore. I mean, it is warm today, but they'd have them until, well, it is spring, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah, just about. But it seems to be getting earlier in the year. I mean, it's freakishly warm today, which is nice. I like it. But haven't seen them for a few minutes, so I'll stick around and see. Right. Not sure how many there were. I am interested as to why they've... I'm actually interested is if they put their furs back on again if it gets cold, because normally it's just a seasonal thing. Anyway, I'm not going to stick around in case they think it's some sort of trap. They haven't taken that many of them. They'll probably come back with their little back baskets and fill them up, because they obviously can't carry that many in their hands, and they weren't expecting that. So yeah, so that's what I'd like, and some, you know, still don't like doing all of that, but you know, let's see. Ring the notification thing is, I don't really explain that very well. There's a notification. You have to ring. They have to click the bell button, because otherwise it won't tell you when I made a new video. People know how YouTube works anyway. So right, I'm gonna hopefully, you know, leave with some, having scored a few gold stars in their minds, and hopefully they'll realise that it's just a gift, it's not a trap. So cheerio, I'm off now.